Race of a double header Saturday. First race was as we get set for the second race again of a double header Saturday for the Gander Outdoor Truck Series on NASCAR Heat 5. Slice, Tyler Burback, welcome to the stream. So again, we just wrapped up Iowa. For those of you that did not watch the race, Matt Crafton, we got the win with him in stage 1. Brett Crafton was able to pull it off. Ty Majeski finished in second. So we are now about to run right into this one. We are going to qualify. No practice for this race today, but we're going to qualify, and then we will race as soon as we get done with this quick qualifying session. Using the steering wheel for this one, we used the controller in the first race, so we'll see what we've got. Lap will start at the start-finish line. We'll see what through turns 1 and 2. I think that's going to cost him a little bit of time. A little bit better through 3 and 4 that time. It still wasn't perfect. I don't think it's going to be that great of a lap for Crafton. 31.877, 17th in qualifying, so it looks like Crafton will be starting about mid-pack. 30.689 was the pole time for today. And Riley Herbst has qualified on the pole. Maybe he could get his first win of the season. Looks like we got at least one driver going to the rear of the field for the start of today's race. So here we go. So Riley Herbst starting up front. Grant Enfinger, Johnny Sauter, a couple Thor Motorsport trucks will be starting at the back. 150 laps and 225 miles will be set for action here for the second race of our double header Saturday. So, man, already into the second race. That did not take long. Only had 2 cautions per incident at Iowa. We'll see what we'll have here at Chicagoland. Green flag in the air, and we are set to go. Crafton with a pretty good initial start for being on the outside. Quickly to the bottom. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Look at the ground Matt Crafton is making going into turn 3. Oh, big checkup. He got into the back of Chastain. Into the side of Moffitt because he's getting pushed from behind. Moffitt almost got the wall. Zane Smith still trying to push the 88 of Crafton on through. Crafton back to the inside of Christian Eckes, 3 wide. Gus Dean on the very outside. What a crazy start to this one. Another push from behind from Zane Smith. That's going to ride the 88 truck all the way up the track. Smith gets cut off by Crafton. Crafton going to go to the outside now through turns 1 and 2. But he's in the wall. Overdrove it quite a bit. Look at all the ground he loses now. After getting into the wall, push from Gus Dean. We saw a lot of bump drafting in the Cup race, but did not think we were going to see that much here in the truck race, but already a lot in the opening couple laps. Crafton's starting to go backwards now. Can't get down to the bottom. Couple rows of trucks underneath them. They're still 3 wide into turn 1. Oh, Rhodes wiggled a little bit. Crafton got out of the gas, and now he loses more. Crafton sneaks to the bottom underneath Austin Hill. 3 by 3. Saw some crazy restarts of the Cup race last night. We're seeing that in the early going of the truck race today. All the way to the apron. Crafton doing what he can. Another push from Austin Hill. Wow, Crafton just shot straight up the racetrack. All the ground gain over the last lap and a half immediately lost once again. Crafton's just been going back and forth since the start of the race. Really just having a tough time trying to find and keep himself in line. Crafton just still trying to make the ground up. Doing what he can. Tyler Hill. Oh wow, Crafton got really tight. Did a great job trying to keep it off the 32 of Gustine after bouncing it off the wall. Just a big mistake there. Michelle Raptor, welcome to the stream. It's Ty Majeski, the runner-up finisher at Iowa. Currently in 16th. Trying to get back to Matt Crafton. Trying to get himself through the field. Crafton back down all the way to the bottom of the track. Trying to get around Gustine. That was a good move. He was able to clear him. And back to the outside again of Tyler Hill. Goes to the bottom, noticing Sheldon Creed went all the way to the outside. Lane open, slide job maneuver. Crafton gets another spot. The outside of Eckes for 11th. Crafton starting to cut through the field now. This is only 35 laps in the opening stage of the race. Already gaining a ton of time right now. So the stages will be split, 35 in stage 1, another 35 laps in stage 2. The final stage of the race will have 70 laps. $80 laps. I did my math incorrectly there. 35, 35, and 80 will make up the 150 here today. Grant Enfinger from the back of the pack. Nearing the top 10, in line right now on the outside behind Crafton as they both try to work around the 3 of Jordan Anderson. Jackson Pittner, welcome to the stream. Crafton in the wall again. going off into turns 3 and 4. Crafton is just struggling in the early going of the race. But the lack of practice is probably what's hurting him the most right now. Might be able to loosen that race truck up a little bit more. That could also help. See this a lot with this game though, as the run carries forward. Kind of slowly but surely trying to get his way through the field. 20 laps still to go in the stage. Big run on Ben Rhodes. The race leader is just absolutely pulled away from everybody else here in this one. I'm not sure who it is. Crafton's about 10.5 seconds off the race lead. That is insane. Just how far back he's fallen already. Really, everybody is falling that far back. I mean, you can see the second place truck easily from where Matt Crafton's at on the racetrack right now. There's still time. Just not a lot of it. Tanner Gray holding it down right now in the top 5 for the moment. Great speed off the exit of turn 2. Crafton ran up near the wall as he has for a large portion of the race. Saw Blaney running the top side in the Cup race yesterday here at the same track. So halfway now through the stage, back down to the bottom, squeezing underneath. Todd Gilliland now to move up to 3rd. Riley Herbst, who started on the pole, has led every lap in this race and has a 10-second lead. That is absolutely insane just how far he was able to pull away as quickly as he did. Crafton's going to try to run him down to the end of the stage. Crafton doing everything he can. There is lap traffic up there where the race leader's at as well right now that could obviously play a factor. That's just extraordinary. Crafton came into this race with a 57-point lead over the second place driver in the point standings. So, pretty sizable lead coming into this race. Not a full race ahead, but pretty close to it for the regular season championship standings. And that's despite the fact that Crafton's already won 8 races this season. Trying to have a lot wider apex hitting the bottom. He's, oh man, just ran right into the back of Clay Greenfield. I mean, he couldn't have missed time turns 3 and 4. Much worse to try to get to the outside of him. That was just not a good move whatsoever. 6 people currently watching right now. Thanks for everybody tuning in for the second race of our doubleheader Saturday for the Truck Series on NASCAR Heat 5. Do these full race live streams with a realistic broadcast on the daily. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more content like that as I start my young broadcasting career. Help me out on my journey to hopefully one day broadcasting real races in the NASCAR realm. And Crafton's starting to close in quicker and quicker by the lap. Running the bottom of the track, shortest way around, but you might have to move to the top to try and gain a little bit quicker time. It's tough to tell if he's actually going to get to Riley Herbst in time here. Lap traffic could obviously be costing Herbst. Crafton caught Jennifer Jo Cobb in a terrible spot there too. Ten to go, stage 1. Crafton going to go back to the outside. Riley Herbst stuck behind about 2 lap trucks now. Returns 3 and 4, and still down the front stretch, he's stuck behind him. Crafton's doing all the chasing here late. I'm not going to lie, I didn't think Crafton was going to run down Riley Herbst as fast as he did. I think Herbst really struggled in the lap traffic over the last handful of laps. Crafton's only about 1.5 seconds off the lead. A lot more clean room to run for both the top 2 trucks. Herbst has led every lap up to this point. The right front tire's starting to wear out quite a bit on Crafton's truck too. A lot of that's probably the contact with the wall he was making early in the stage. Starting to hit his marks a little bit more now on the outside. Yeah, that right front's wearing out quite a bit. He's got 6 more laps to try and make it. Herbst's gonna get around Jesse Little pretty easily here. Jesse Little gonna stay on the top side. Yes, he is, right in front of Crafton. All the lab trucks staying to the outside here. That's gonna help Riley Herbst, who is on the bottom. Crafton trying to conserve that right front tire too by running the outside versus the bottom of the racetrack. How high Matt Crafton's running up there. Oh, he grazed the wall slightly off of turn 2. That'll cost him some time also. Almost got into the back of Riley Herbst. Herbst going down low to try and throw the block. Crafton pushing up the racetrack. Has to lift. Almost got the wall off of turn 4. Herbst still holding on. 4 laps to go, stage 1. These guys are going at it. Crafton's going to have the run off of turn 2. Down the back straightaway, Riley Herbst had 0 chance to get by. And Matt Crafton leads his first lap of the race at the line. Just 3 laps to go in stage 1. Will that right front tire be able to make it? Couple lap trucks here. Crafton stays to the outside. They give him room to race. Crafton almost got in the wall. Oh, trouble! Hard crash there for Sheldon Creed off of turn 4. He got in the wall. 2 laps to go as he went around spinning. He was side by side. Had a truck that was inside. They were battling for position. I believe it was Tyler Hill. And I don't know if they made contact or not, but Sheldon Creed went around. We stay green, no caution. Somehow, some way. They'll be coming to the white flag this time by. There it is, one more lap. Stage number 1. That right front should be able to make it one more corner. That's all he needs it to. 3/4 of a mile to go. And Matt Crafton will go on to win stage 1. Sheldon Creed makes his way to pit road as we went caution free through the opening stage of the race. Crafton will learn. Crafton, Herbst, Denfinger, Gray, Friesen, your top 5, followed by Moffitt, Austin Hill, Sauter, Rhodes, and Gilliland round out the top 10 and will all receive stage points in stage 1. Good run for Tanner Gray up to 4th, and great run for Riley Herbst 2nd, but not only that, he led the first 31 laps of the stage. Crafton only led the last 4. We were wondering if he was going to be able to get to him, and he barely got to him. A little wedge adjustment here, half around being taken out for Crafton. Maybe to try and loosen the truck up so he can maybe catch Herbst a little bit sooner in the run instead of waiting all the way to the end of the stage. That was definitely closer than what I think Crafton wanted. Crafton going to hope for his picker to win him the race off pit road now. Wow, they lost a couple spots there. Grant Enfinger's team will win the race off pit road, and Matt Crafton lost 3 spots there. Green flag back in the air. We'll try it again. Oh, he's not going to be able to get to the bottom. Had to go 3 wide to the outside. Clears Riley Herbst and Grant Enfinger into turn 1. What a restart from 4th place for Matt Crafton. Look at him just take off. Still trying to get up to speed. Crafton trying to go full throttle through turns 3 and 4. He did. Enfinger holding on for 2nd place for the moment. On the outside goes Crafton quickly now. Ethan Trendler, welcome to the stream. Tanner Gray to the inside. Going for 2nd place here. Oh man, 3 wide for the lead. They both get underneath Crafton. Crafton slides up the track, barely grazes the wall, and he still had to lift too. Look at all the track position he loses. Riley Herbst all over the back of the 88 truck. Herbst very well probably has the fastest truck in the field. Shoving the 88 of Crafton. Oh wow, 3 wide right behind him. Gillen was in the middle, Friesen on the bottom. And Crafton's just trying to hang on for dear life here. Riley Herbst having that terrible restart. That's going to hurt him quite a bit. He's still stuck behind Matt Crafton. I mean, both trucks are going backwards on the outside, but they're probably the 2 fastest trucks in the field as well. We'll be racing each other trying to get back up to the front. Yeah, not going to be able to do that. Got to multitask there for a second. And again, Crafton in the back bumper there, and he just got sent into the wall by Herbst. Contact down below. Natalie Decker was there. They all save it. We stay green. My goodness. That was definitely not ideal there. Riley Herbst still trying to push Crafton. Through turns 3 and 4, he just shot him into the wall again. And Herbst is just trying to tell Crafton to get going here. Herbst finally going to get to the inside of Matt Crafton, but now Natalie Decker is there. Crafton kind of pinching Herbst down on the bottom, a little side draft. So they go off into turn 1. I can't really put the chat in front of me with the setup I have in here, though. That's the problem. This desk isn't very big. It's not really a desk at all. It's a TV dinner tray. So I don't trust my laptop being up here on the... Once we get spaced out a little bit more, I can probably get to it fine. The battle in traffic is making it a lot tougher. There we go. Oh, Crafton! Oh, man! Late block there on Riley Herbst. Trying to pull back up in front of him. Herbst slingshots around to the inside off of turn 4 and finally gets around Crafton. They fell back to 14th and 15th on the restart. That is insane how much track position they lost. Crafton restarted 4th. Herbst restarted 2nd. That was despite the fact that Crafton actually led the first lap of the stage from the 4th position. Had a heck of a restart on the outside. Took him 3 wide into turn 1 and got to the lead down the back. Riley's got the fastest truck on the short run. Got robbed of a stage 1 win late with the lap traffic. And Crafton was able to run him down in the final 4 laps. But we'll see what will happen here. No caution for incident up to this point. We didn't have one after the first 100 laps in the race at Iowa earlier today. Similar start to this one. A lot more hectic restarts though too. Well, this is a massive, massive run. Going off into the corner. Crafton had to get on the brakes. He almost got right into the left rear of Riley Herbst. Oh, contact! Herbst got the wall up in turn 4. And Crafton shot right into him. Crafton with a slide through the grass with a big save as well. Herbst nudged up against the wall. Natalie Decker just got in the back of Crafton now. More ground lost. And the wild and craziness continues. Only 19 to go in stage 2 already also. Again, 80 laps in the final stage. They will have to make one green flag pit stop, or I should say one pit stop in the final stage as well. We'll have 2 sets of tires going into the final stage of the race also. Boy, oh boy, what a crazy start there. Yeah, Herbst barely got the wall off of turn 4. Crafton was slowly trying to make a move on that left rear quarter panel, and once he hit off the wall, he shot right into Crafton, and Crafton made a big save through the grass down the front stretch. How far away did Riley Herbst get ahead of the 88 of Crafton? Crafton definitely got the worst of that incident between the two. Oh, 3 wide, splitting the middle off of turn 2. Crafton shoots by. These two were costing each other a ton of time mid-pack. There was a big block there by Crafton, quickly trying to clear Eckes. Gilliland right in front of Crafton. A little contact. Crafton tried to cross him over. They stay about as smooth as they could despite the contact. 15 to go, stage 2. Boy, Chicagoland produced some good racing over the last couple days for us. Cup race yesterday, truck race today. Jeske's clawed himself back into the top 10. And Riley Herbst has just absolutely gotten away from these guys. We'll alternate to the different camera angles for the first time today over the next half a dozen laps. We creep closer to the end of stage 2. Yeah, no problem, Ethan, but hey, thanks for coming back. Appreciate it, man. Nice to see some of the older faces. Favorite truck driver? I don't really have like a favorite Xfinity or truck series. I mean, they rotate so much in the series. I guess you could pick like a regular if that could be the case, but I guess the Thor Motorsport guys, but that's mainly because they're based out of Sandusky, and I live about 40-45 minutes from Sandusky, Ohio. Thing is, though, it'd be more like a Johnny Sutter or Matt Crafton that I don't really appreciate what Ben Rhodes was doing at the end of the season, or even Grant Enfinger for that matter as well. And Martinsville, man, just refusing to lose, and now we have a caution. Well, that's going to shake things up even more. Caution is out with just 11 laps to go in the stage. Looks like we've got some drivers pitting, some drivers are going to stay out. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. Natalie Decker will get the free pass in 17th. Four fresh tires probably coming for Crafton here. Well, this is gonna set up a crazy finish to stage 2. We saw one in stage 1, and that was after not having a caution in that opening stage. But boy, this is gonna get nuts here. We've had some crazy restarts. already today. Sheldon Creed restart trying to get back in the free pass position as well. Crampton lost a couple spots on pit road. He'll restart in 14th. Green flag back in the air. So we got about 6 or 7 cars that did not pit that will restart on older tires ahead of everybody on fresh tires. Boy, oh boy. It's a big time restart. Crafton already on the outside, just kind of stuck in line now. Staying high. 3 wide, and look at all these guys on older tires. They're going to be sitting ducks. This is not going to work. There's too many laps left. Side by side on the bottom. 3 wide with the Thor Motorsport trucks now for second. Oh, Crafton got stuck behind Enfinger. Just sliding into the lead, but now Crafton's trying to get away. He was the first driver on 4 fresh tires to get through the field. Riley Herbst, fastest truck today, trying to get up past Enfinger now for second. Enfinger's holding him up a little bit. Storm Motorsport trucks could be working as a team here, but I think Crafton's going to be a sitting duck. Herbst has gotten up to second place. I just don't think that Crafton's got the race truck that Riley Herbst does right now. 5 laps to go in stage 2. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Maybe they start battling for second a little more. It could help Crafton out, of course, as well. Second and a half lead, but Friesen is not closing in on Riley Herbst at all. 4 more laps. That was the fastest lap Crafton's run all day. He's pushing hard. I mean, he's trying to do everything he can to keep Riley Herbst back there, and Herbst is still closing the gap. Crafton might have to move back to the outside again soon. The sooner, probably the better for him. Riley Herbst is running the outside back there and is gaining ground. A couple tenths a second a lap, it seems like. 3 to go. And now that was the fastest lap of the race by Crafton. I mean, it helps he's running some quick lap times. Again, that clean air is definitely helping him. And Crafton's going to move to the top now. We'll be coming to 2 laps to go in the stage. They switched spots. Herbst to the bottom. Crafton on the top. 2 laps to go. Herbst has the faster race truck. Both of them on fresh tires though at the front. Stuart Friesen still about 2 seconds off the lead. Crafton didn't go all the way near the wall there like he probably should have. I just don't think Crafton's going to have anything for Riley Herbst. Herbst is closing in. Crafton trying to break the draft down to the apron. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go in stage number 2. Crafton trying to stick the outside. Herbst is coming. He's not going to get there yet, though. Now into turns 3 and 4. One final time. Crafton trying to get to the bottom of the racetrack. He couldn't stick it. He washes up the track. Here comes Riley Herbst to the bottom. Door check off of turn number 4. Down to the start-finish line. Riley Herbst by inches will win stage 2. Oh my goodness, Crafton slid way up the track off of turn 4, trying to drive it in deep on the bottom. And by a nose, Riley Herbst is going to take the stage 2 victory. Man, that was so close. And Herbst had the bumper out in front at the point of contact, and Crafton couldn't get back around him. Crazy maneuver there. Everybody that pitted under that caution towards the end of the last stage is going to stay out here, trying to conserve the amount of tires they've got. Crafton's only got 2 sets left. He doesn't want to go to the second to last set now. Riley Herbst will restart from the lead. My goodness, what a finish to the end of that stage there. Green flag will be back in the air, and it'll be Riley Herbst leading the field to the green. Crafton on the outside now. Got some guys lined up outside the top 10. That will be on fresher tires, trying to work themselves to the front. Riley Herbst quickly up to the top. They're 3 and 4. Crafton still trying to stick the bottom. This could go down as a crazy, wild race, just like we saw in the Cup Series. Great finishes to both stages and the end of the race last night, and so far today. Great finishes to each of the first 2 stages. That second stage, man, let me tell you. Herbst by inches. It was so close to call at the line of who actually beat who, but Herbst was just barely out in front. We've got about 75 laps to go. Christian Eckes working his way through the field here. Thanks for stopping by, Ethan. Hopefully you can make it back by the finish of the race. This has been a pretty good one up to this point. Eckes has gotten his way to second. I think he's on fresher tires. Jordan Anderson as well, up to third, I believe, on fresher tires. Yeah, Matt Crafton's going to be a sitting duck here before long. Just lucky enough that he had the best restart there, despite restarting on the outside. Yeah, those drivers behind him, the 2 that are on fresher tires in second and third, running the top side, gaining a little bit quicker on Crafton, so Crafton moved up through turns 3 and 4. Right back in his sweet spot. So, whether everybody, I should say, whoever pitted at the end of the stage still obviously has to pit before the end of the race. Same goes for everybody that pitted with an extra 8 laps on their tires and 8 less laps that can go on fuel to the end here. Side by side for second, Eckes and Anderson. Jordan Anderson going to take over second off of turn 4 as he will clear Eckes. They're battling it out back there. That's allowing Crafton to hang on to the lead for the moment. Now we'll see what Anderson might have. He's been in the top 10 all day. Quiet but good day for him. Creeping a little bit closer to Crafton. Not going to get to his inside yet. Crafton will give him the bottom of the racetrack. I mean, he's only going to be able to hold these guys off for so long, you would imagine. Oh, don't know. He's getting a good run down the straightaways because Anderson's not going to the top with Crafton up there. Kind of a protective line, you would say. Anderson gets alongside of Crafton, can side draft him just a little bit. That's going to help him out quite a bit as well. Crafton's actually kind of pulling away now from Eckes and Anderson. Riley Herbst still hanging on to fourth on older tires as well. Fresh tires behind him of Ty Majeski in fifth place. I think only 8 laps on their tires made a difference for about those first 8 laps, and then they kind of evened out after that. I think that's why you're seeing Crafton hang on to the lead and Herbst is still hanging on to fourth. Well, now Majeski finally got around Herbst. It took him a little bit, though. A better spot, I think, for Crafton versus Herbst back in traffic as well. We'll brush up against the wall. Again, just a good race up to this point. We're going to alternate through the different camera angles one final time in today's race. So we have 64 laps to go. Again, the second race of our doubleheader. Johnny Sauter up to fourth. He started at the back as well here today and slowly worked himself closer to the front of the field. Hasn't led like Enfinger, who also started at the back, but it's getting close. I believe he's on fresher tires right now as well. Riley Herbst has finally faded outside the top 5. Different tire strategy. Congested lap traffic not too far ahead of the 88 of Crafton. Pretty sizable lead though, about 5 seconds ahead of Anderson. That's Crafton's largest lead of the race today. Again, we're setting up for a very, very similar race compared to what we had in the Cup race yesterday. So if you guys saw that one, you guys know that it's likely going to be a fantastic finish to the race here in this one. 58 laps to go. Stick with the normal camera for the rest of the race now. It's Matt Crafton holds on to the lead. Was able to win stage 1. Photo finish at the line in stage 2. Riley Herbst got the win there. LNRT25 Gamer, welcome to the stream. Doing pretty good. Still the largest lead of the race. Varying tire strategies have given Crafton a good opportunity here. He's led every green flag lap of the stage because of the different tire strategies that were played there from the end of stage 2 continuing into stage 3. Still one pit stop away from the finish. Yep, yeah, definitely watched the race Sunday. Yeah, it's been a while since I've missed a... Whoa, Cup race, man, look at Crafton go up the middle. That was tight. Between Angela Ruck and Natalie Decker. Crafton's going to have to pit here soon. Not going to be able to make it all the way to the end of the fuel run. That right front tire is wearing out. It's down to about 19%. He's got 2 sets of tires left the rest of the way. Wants to try to extend this run as long as he can so he can hopefully try to make it on one more pit stop, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. Yeah, I watched the entire truck race. The Xfinity race I unfortunately did not get to watch live. I obviously saw what happened. Watched the highlights of it the next morning, and then I watched all the Cup race. I couldn't tell you when I missed a lap of the Cup race. Even like if I've been at work watching or listening to the race, like at least it's there, it's on, I know what's going on. So it's been every bit of at least 3 or 4 seasons since I missed a lap of a Cup race. Chase Elliott getting his first championship. Only 24 years old, insane. 11 wins. He's got more wins than guys like Sterling Marlin and Clinton Boyer had in their entire career, and he's gotten it in just 5 seasons. And just at the age of 24 again, and a championship. It's insane. Ooh, Crafton bounced it off the wall off of turn 4. 50 laps to go. First time he's gotten in the wall in a while. Trying to go a couple more laps. It's 12G coming to pit road the following time by. Moffitt's going to go a lap down here. Matt Crafton will be coming to pit road this time by. It'll be about 10 laps early compared to anybody else. About 18 laps early compared to everybody that pitted under the last caution. 45 miles an hour is the pit road speed limit. He gets down in time. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel coming. He's just inside the fuel window. I'm not so sure about the actual tire window, though. Michael Turner, welcome back. I'm not entirely sure because I don't use any driving aids, so I'm not entirely sure. The only time I use any sort of stability or anything like that is only on the road courses. Just because running these full races, there's no way I could go a full road course race running on slippery pavement basically the whole time without stability, and I only have it halfway up, so. But yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, as far as like the outside itself, yeah, I mean, you just kind of gotta use practice basically with it if you didn't want the stability. And Crafton's going to be on the lead lap still. He opened up a big enough of a lead. He's got about 24 seconds to catch up to the new race leader, who would actually be Jordan Anderson now. 46 laps to go, but he likely can't make it to the end of this race on this set of tires, even if he can make it on fuel. We'll see how far he can go. We don't know if we're going to get another caution or not. And he does have one set of tires left, so if we did get a caution, you're likely going to see Crafton hit pit road. Crafton short pitting too. If it did stay green to the end of the race, he is gaining so much time on everybody right now. I mean, he might be racing Riley Herbst to the end of this race anyway. If he can get back to Riley Herbst, perhaps. That could make for something very interesting. Oh, 3 wide off of turn 4, a little bit further up ahead. I don't know how they made it there. They were really tight and almost made contact with one another. I believe Stuart Friesen was the lead lap truck, just trying to creep around those guys. A couple lap cars on the inside, Reum and White. Friesen coming off the outside of the racetrack. He sees Crafton up there. Had to have seen him. Look how quickly Crafton closing in on those fresh tires. Only 41 laps to go. Oh man, Crafton right in the back of Spencer Boyd. That didn't look too pretty. Boyd didn't move up out of the way in time. Crafton couldn't keep it to the inside of him either. That forced momentum was kind of drifting him up the racetrack as he was trying to push the race truck as hard as he could. He needs to in case he has to pit in extra time compared to everybody else, which everybody should make it on one stop. We just don't really know for Matt Crafton's sake if he can make it on one more stop. Something else too, if he did have to pit one extra time, it might be right side tires only, just to make it those extra 5 to 10 laps. He hasn't really worn out the left sides much today. So a large portion of the field coming to pit road this time. Here goes Austin Hill in the 16. He'll duck on to pit road. Christian Eckes perhaps as well. I believe Riley Herbst is on pit road currently. Crafton might have to come to pit road as soon as he can. I think that might be the best idea for him. But it would be right side tires only. Again, he can't make it to the end of the race. And the longer he stays out now, I think that's just going to end up hurting him. And either way, he's likely going to need help. See, that's another thing, too. We don't know if we're going to end up getting a caution at some point in time before the end of the race also. So we could definitely get one. Oh, man, Ben Rhodes. I think Crafton lifted a little more than what he might have needed to there. Rhodes almost crossed him back over. Despite Crafton having fresher tires on him, and it looks like Matt Crafton will come to pit road this time by 4 fresh tires. Or sorry, 2 fresh tires. Right sides only under this pit stop. Made sure he didn't speed there. So right sides only for Crafton, trying to gain as much time as he can. He'll top off on fuel while he's at it. 1 second of damage, going to repair that also. Final stop of the race. I mean, it will give him right sides left the rest of the race. He'll have 2 more tires he can put back on the race truck, but he will not be able to take left sides the rest of the day. Trying to minimize the time on pit road with this 2-tire stop as well. He was behind Herbst and those guys. 9.8 second stop. Pretty fast there for Crafton.
Okay, get back in there. Let's go.
Yep, trucks do use more fuel. Burn more fuel. Xfinity or Cup cars. And there's Riley Herbst in the 51. Man, huge glob of traffic. Crafton is trying to sort himself with. Coming off of pit road. Look at the run. Oh, man, right into the back of Ross Chastain. Anderson was just holding everybody up there. And Riley Herbst is going to be able to get away. Oh, 4 wide. Still 4 wide contact with Anderson. Crafton's down way on the racetrack. And has to merge himself back up. Significant contact was as they were 4 wide. going into turn 1. Things just got clogged up so quickly there. Outside's only going to loosen this 88 truck up a little bit more. Look at how far ahead Riley Herbst has already pulled away from him. And again, can Matt Crafton get back into this race? This guy's got to get back on the lead lap too. Riley Herbst is the first driver 1 lap down if a caution came out. We don't know where Johnny Sauter might cycle when he comes out of the pits as well. Maybe if Crafton would have pitted just a couple laps sooner, could have came out ahead of Riley Herbst, but he still wasn't going to be able to hold him off for much longer after that point. That was the best thing he could have done unless we would have gotten a caution. The later and later you run into this race and you don't get a caution knowing you have to pit anyway, Crafton was never going to be able to catch back up. This was probably his best opportunity. And now the rest of the lead lap cars will be coming to pit road. Everybody that pitted at the stage break. Again, 1 caution for incident today. It came out towards the end of stage 2. And we have just 30 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Everything cycles through here. We're not going to have many more drivers on the lead lap. Crafton is in second place, about 5 seconds behind Riley Herbst. Still got more race trucks coming to pit road. Jason White backing it down, and that really slowed up Ross Chastain here. Off of turn 4, Crafton going to get around Chastain easily. I've got these guys on fresher tires as well that might try to run down Matt Crafton. Of course, Johnny Sauter being the first of which, I don't know, he's 8.5 seconds behind Crafton too. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out if we don't get another caution. It's like Todd Gilliland was up in smoke, bringing it down onto pit road, and that costed Riley Herbst some time. I think Riley Herbst got caught behind him because now all of a sudden Herbst is only 3 seconds ahead of Crafton instead of 5. Had about a 5.5 second lead. It's down to 3.5. Every little instance like that is hurting Herbst. Riley Herbst came into this race on the playoff cut line. If he can win and solidify himself a playoff spot, that would be huge. I mean, Herbst is caught right now behind another lap truck as well. Saw a photo finish between the two back in stage 2. Beating and banging off of turn 4 at the line, and the nose was out ahead for Riley Herbst, ahead of Matt Crafton. That was the difference. Those 4 fresh tires again. He's still slightly pulling away from Crafton. When is Crafton going to try to reel him back in again? See how much faster Tate Fogelman is on 4 fresh tires. He pitted about 10 laps after the fact as well. Kind of trying to close in slightly. Crafton pulls him down the straightaways with the run They exited the corners because Fogelman's on the bottom and Crafton's on the top. As long as they don't get alongside one another, it's not going to slow Crafton down at all. There's Ankrum. Oh, Crafton moved way up. And in the wall in turns 1 and 2. That's not going to help. Kind of messed his lineup, I think, when he had to jump to the outside there briefly of Ankrum. Didn't give him a ton of room. And right back to about 5 seconds off the lead now for Crafton. And he's got Fogelman. No, couldn't quite get to his inside there. He got the turn 4. It's running out of laps. Johnny Sauter's only 4 seconds behind Crafton all of a sudden. I didn't think he was going to have a chance to catch him. We'll see if he's still going to be gaining ground here as the run continues. 22 laps to go. It was a good call by Crafton to pit when he did, because it was either that or he was going to have to pit about 10 laps from now. If we don't get a caution in the next 10 laps or so, and this is the right strategy call for Crafton, it was going to be about as good of an opportunity for him to get the win. And if he can't win the race on this strategy, it just wasn't meant to be today. And it looks like the faster truck, Riley Herbst all day, is going to get the win. You know, Crafton's got long run speed. We're almost halfway through the run, and he's still not closing in on Herbst. I think we're going to have a crazy finish. I think Crafton will try to get a run at Herbst. Whether he's going to be able to get to him and pass him or not, I don't know. But I know he's going to close that gap before the end of the race. Johnny Sauter only 2 seconds behind Crafton. He's closing in on the race leader as well. Started at the rear. Quite a few laps today.
Stay high up here.
Help with that varying pit strategy. Again, Sauter, of the top 5 drivers, Sauter's got the freshest tires in the field. Lap traffic did cost Riley Herbst a chance to win stage 1. Crafton caught up to him with just 4 laps to go to get around him. Those were the only 4 laps that Crafton led. Herbst led the first 31 of the 35 laps in stage 1. Different kind of race in stage 2 and an even different kind of race now here in stage 3. But top 2 split the first 2 stages. Crafton slowly starting to get back away from Johnny Sauter, so I didn't think he was going to be able to really get back up there. Now, if Crafton and Herbst wipe out, trying to battle for the win here late. Don't count Johnny Sauter out, but that's going to be his only chance if we go green to the end. Very wide, those lap trucks giving Crafton plenty of room on the top, right where he wants to run. Interval still slightly coming down. Crafton's about almost 3.5 seconds behind Riley Herbst. 14 laps to go. Herbst's got a lot of clean air in front of him. Still a couple lap trucks that Crafton's got to get by. Hopefully they give him room. He's got a big run on Clay Greenfield, coming off a top 10 at Iowa. Greenfield gives him room. Herbst struggled behind that lap truck too. He's only 2 seconds ahead of Crafton now. Johnny Sutter's faded back. He's 3 seconds behind Crafton and about 5 seconds off the race lead of Riley Herbst. Cornering on the bottom is where Herbst is going to be able to hold Crafton off, but down the straightaways, Crafton's going to have so much speed. Herbst has been on the bottom lane this whole time, and now there's no more lap trucks between the top two. 2 more trucks, though, that Herbst will catch here in the next couple laps, likely, but right now there's nobody between them. 11 laps to go at the line. I think Crafton's going to get him. It was looking iffy there a little bit ago, but I think now that the laps have wound on, Crafton is the fastest race truck on the track. Herbst caught behind the next lap truck going into turn 3. Finally gets under him. We got a truck up in smoke that made it to pit road. We stay green. 10 laps to go. Again, Herbst struggled that last lap in the traffic. Crafton trying to run as close to the wall as he can. Look at that. Doing what he can. There is a heavy pack of lap traffic. About a half, oh man, about a half a straightaway ahead of these guys. Crafton got in the wall in 3 and 4. Herbst pulls away by a couple truck lengths until Herbst gets caught behind the next lap truck now, Rafael Lassard, his teammate nonetheless. Oh wow, big move on the top side. Crafton rolled into the corner perfectly. Herbst can't pull up and clear Crafton. Crafton side draft in the 51. Trying to pull back away from him again. Oh, Crafton did not get into turn 3 well. He's in the wall. Got really tight. He drove it off way too deep. Herbst hangs on. 8 to go. Well, that buys Herbst a little bit more time, but Crafton, again, has the fastest truck on the track. Off of turn 2 again. Herbst still going to the bottom. Crafton with another big run on the top. Gonna try not to mess up turns 3 and 4 this time. Herbst again searching for the bottom, but he is no match for Matt Crafton. Crafton will clear him off of turn 4. 7 to go at the line. Crafton back out in front again. Same amount, or about the same time that we saw Blaney take the lead for the final time in the Cup race last night. Lap traffic slowly thinning out here as Crafton gets closer to it. Now he's just hoping it stays caution free here. The right front tire's still wearing out quite a bit too, but I think it'll make it to the end. Not many laps left. It's down to 20%, 6 laps to go. About a 1.5 second lead. We go to overtime, though, on the other hand, it might be a little bit different of a story. Natalie Decker did not give Crafton a lot of room up there. That cost him a little time. Five laps left. Brett Moffitt going to go a lap down. Insane. We've only had one caution for incident all day. We had two at Iowa, but one here in the second race of this doubleheader. To this point at Chicagoland, if we get a caution now, we will go past the scheduled distance and go to overtime. It'd be troubling if Crafton can't get to the white flag before that caution, because that right front tire is pretty severely worn out. I don't know if it's going to be able to make it extra laps around this track. Running the outside is going to help him a little bit. Again, less stress, as long as he keeps it off the wall, of course. You can pit and put right side tires back on the car, but that would be it. Left sides are fine to the end. 2 to go now. There's not many trucks on the lead lap, so that could actually help Crafton if he did decide to take right sides only. He's going to have one heck of a restart, though, but oh, Stuart Friesen coming to pit road. See, he out of fuel? I didn't see him up in smoke. That was interesting. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Not sure what happened to Stuart Friesen. That's a tough break because he was in the top 5. I think he was running right about 4th or 5th. I believe he was in 4th place. That right front's going to be able to make it. I don't think it was going to make it an extra lap around this track, but returns 3 and 4 one final time. No one around him. Matt Crafton will win and sweep our doubleheader here this Saturday. Great race. Great race for the 88 of Crafton. Both races, both at Iowa and Chicagoland. Iowa, dominating fashion. He didn't sweep both stages in either one of these 2 races, but he led over half the race at Iowa. Here in this one, he had to battle hard. Herbst had the faster truck for the majority of the day, but at the end of the race, it was Crafton getting his 9th win of the season. This time he blows the engine out in the victory celebration, unlike earlier. What a race. $82 minutes total time. This one only went 1 minute further than the first race today. Only one caution for incident. That came at the end of stage 2. So we'll take a look at the finishing results. 3 drivers finished on the lead lap in this one. About a 5.5 second win for Crafton over Riley Herbst. Johnny Sauter finished 3rd, followed by Austin Hill. Ben Rhodes, your top 5. Ty Majeski, Jordan Anderson, Tanner Gray, Christian Eckes, and Brett Moffitt rounds out the top 10. And the only DNFs in this race were Todd Gilliland, Grant Enfinger, and Mike Harmon. So only 3 drivers failed to finish. There's a look at the point standings. Yeah, Stuart Friesen might have ran out of fuel at the end of the race, and that costed him some points there. It's going to allow Crafton now to be a full race ahead of him going into Pocono. So again, 9th win of the season. Man, look at those playoff points. My goodness. It didn't look like that early in the year, but Crafton's been on a streak. There was the finish to the end of stage 2 right there. Herbst was just a nose out in front of Crafton. I thought we were going to set up for a finish like that at the end, but Crafton caught Herbst in plenty of time. Herbst got caught in the lap traffic again, much like in stage 1. Crafton got around him with 7 laps left. So big win here. Herbst, yeah, I had the fastest lap, 31.353, and he also led the most. He led 56 of the 150 laps today, and leading the most laps. And again, Sauter came from the rear up to 3rd. Good run for him. Down under Nemechek. Had a tough break there. Finished 29th after starting 2nd. That is going to do it here for this one. Subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Hit the like button down below if you enjoyed the race commentary, the video in general. Take a quick look here. All right, yep, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. NASCAR Thunder 2004 will be the next full race live stream. That will start at about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tune in for that one. We'll be running at Dover for the next race of that season. So we'll go back to NASCAR Thunder 2004 again tomorrow. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Again, like, share, but most importantly, subscribe and help me out on my journey to trying to get to the top level of broadcasting in the motorsports world. So thanks, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.